Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers, here from the Site Club, from the Tom Numbers Show. News with Tom Numbers and top of your game. And I've got someone that's been at the top of their game for many years.
Well, was not so much right then.
Was Mr. Pat Cash,
old wounded tennis player at the moment.
Wimbledon champion.
Yeah.
Pat, how are you, buddy?
Well, mate, I'm genuinely good. I'm in great health.
Pat, how are you, buddy?
Well, mate, I'm genuinely good. I'm in great health. Yet another knee surgery. Occupational hazard, playing on those hard courts and everything else for 40 years of professional tennis.
It's a lot of impact, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's not many tennis players get out without having a few surgeries, but number on this right knee, number 7 or 8 surgery actually.
Is it?
Yeah, they always say about number 8 or 9 is a knee replacement, so I'm fighting that off. And well, if you know me, I'm
9 lives, cat lives. Hopefully.
9 lives,
We
yeah.
won't get to that.
But I'm just doing all the right things. The rehab, straight out of the surgery, and all the technology that we've got now. That my first knee surgery was probably 19, 18.
Really?
And it was a very minor thing. And this is a quite minor thing actually, but it's just some tears. But
So that was early in your career.
Yeah, just pinch something, and I've had minor things, but a lot of them. There's 8 or 9 of them. So sort of running out of stuff in there to cut it out so much. But what I'm fascinated, we had a chat over lunch, weren't we, about the technologies and the stuff that they've got we didn't have when I was 19. I mean, 19 it was just you just got out there, you didn't do anything. Now it's you get a game ready machine, which is an ice and compression unit. You're straight on there, literally within 2 hours of the surgery. You stick your leg up and you compression and ice, and you do that every hour for not overnight, but every hour throughout the day. And then now I'm this week 2, so it's every couple of hours. So after our little stroll through here, I'll be sticking some ice on it. And
ice is always good. In numbers at 17 too. That's always a good number. One of my favourites.
Yeah, there you go. So it's you do the ice, but the frequency technologies are the stuff it's quite amazing, and the nutrition stuff that I've been getting into. So I try not to take the painkillers. Yeah. So a couple of nights was painful. I had to take a Panadol or whatever. Yeah. But the CBDA stuff that I've been taking, and as I mentioned to you, I'm working on the brand, the Pat Cash brand. I've been taking CBD.
You're going to get your own brand on it. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, it's it's been instead of taking the painkillers, I've taken there's different types of strains of CBD, CBDA, CBDA, CBDG. So I'm experimenting a little bit with it, but the CBDA is just phenomenal for pain, and quite a lot of the old athletes are now taking that, and it's illegal, so it's not CBD of course is from the hemp, marijuana and all that sort of stuff, but the THC is banned in sport. It's the stuff that gets you stoned, gets you high. It's not really good when you want to play tennis.
So your product doesn't have the THC?
No, and most of them, actually a lot of them don't. They have minor 0.05 or something like that, but no, this is so I'm getting that together at the moment, using the frequencies. We talked about the frequency technology. Yeah. You had you've seen the SCALAR machine.
Yeah, I got a SCALAR. So I work with the guys from Spooky 2, and interestingly, yesterday the newspaper on the Daily Star said Spooky in the headline, so I thought that was funny because I was talking about it yesterday on the show. But yeah, so SCALAR with Spooky 2. They also have cold wrist laser watches, which help purify the blood. They've got a whole range. They've got the Rife technologies, and when you say the frequency, that's 114. And I mentioned to you that last week I was watching Blade Runner 114, but history. So the thing about frequency, it's 114 in numbers, but if you're changing your frequency in a roundabout way, you can change your history because you're healing. And so frequency and history, they're both 14, but I think there's a connection there with that in the numbers.
Well, I mean, that's the interesting thing about your DNA and your. They say that every 7 years, your whole body is basically recycled and become brand new.
Yes.
So I'm at the age of 58 now. So it's 7. Yeah, I'm going on my eighth body. And it's
like dog life.
It's kind of funny because when you look back at your old, when you're a grown man, you're 20, 21.
Yeah.
And then you look back and you think, oh my God, I'm a completely different person. My voice is a little bit higher and all that sort of stuff. In actual fact, you are a different person.
Yeah.
So but the frequency stuff is phenomenal. You talk about SCALAR. SCALAR.
That's the right
SCALAR machine.
SCALAR, that's the Russian one, yeah?
That's the Russian machine that I came across. And that's fantastic. It looks like a little remote control type of unit.
Yes.
And
it's got like a nice kind of pad, hasn't it, with it as well?
It's got some pads you can put on the certain body parts.
Yep.
It has, the Russians have come up with some frequencies that really heal the body, and it can do internal stuff as well if you've got liver problems and whatever.
Okay.
And I heard about this through a mate of mine, and I tried it on an injury, and it cured it really quickly. I borrowed it for a few days.
Really?
And then there's a good mate of mine who's Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. He's a sort of founder of Iron Maiden for you metalheads over there. Yeah. He is super fit. Have you seen him running around the stage? He's a few years older than me, and he's unbelievable. He's got all these units, and I went to visit his place a couple of years ago, and I had an injury, and he goes, "Oh, have you ever heard of this scanner?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I've got one." I said, "No kidding." So I put that on. That was fantastic. He's got a Tesla unit thing, that all sorts of stuff. Again, the Tesla, it's all frequencies that are going through. And if you know Tesla, about all
Nikola Tesla.
Talked about the frequencies of life and healing abilities, and so I've been really getting into that, and got into a machine, a room called EES. Energy Enhancement System. Yeah. Which you knew about as well.
Which comes to 310 in numbers. Next year's election's on 310 because it's a leap year.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this. But basically, you go into a room, and you can stay overnight or a couple of hours or whatever, and they have these machines, or have these, looks like TV computers that are gone haywire.
Yeah.
And it's like all this sort of scrambling stuff, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the inventors worked out that your body, your natural cells vibrate.
Sandra Rose Michael, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Your body vibrates at a certain amount of hertz, your cells, and to recuperate and to heal.
Yeah.
So you sit in this room, and you basically do nothing. Every time I go in there, I fall asleep, and I come out as if come out of the deepest sleep of all time. It takes me about 20 minutes to start functioning normally. So your body is just like healing.
That's good in my time. If I could wake up and then get out and be fully awake after 20 minutes, I'm onto a good one.
Wow, it's so that's another thing. So I'm sort of throwing everything at it. Of course, my nutrition, the continual G, because after the surgery, the continual G, which is glycine.
This is it, isn't it? Here.
Oh yeah, just on my
Pat gave me one. We had lunch,
and
we went physically at 310, which is energy enhancement system.
I'll give you that back.
Thank you, buddy.
That'll get you over flus, protect your cells.
I had one earlier, and it felt, tasted lovely. Yeah, it felt great. So I'm going to monitor that and just see how.
Well, if you're having a few beers tonight, that's what it's quite. Half the people buy it because it gets over. It just stops your hangover.
So it's a hangover cure.
Well, it gets.
Thankfully, I'm not a big drinker. Okay.
If you know what I mean. And it does. So I've been pounding all sorts of stuff. It's quite interesting as well. Some painful physiotherapy.
Yeah.
So that's
well, you're still fit as a fiddle. I mean, you're 58. You're a world-class athlete, but you're still in great nick. All right, you have the wear and tears and you have your surgeries. But I mean, you've obviously, through your career, through your experience, you've come in contact with a lot of people that offer different remedies, different nutrition, different healing devices and methods. And these are the things that you use for yourself right now. These are the ones at the top of the tree for you.
At the moment, yeah. But I think there's all sorts of great tech stuff out there now. With you're talking about another system about gently touching muscles.
Yeah.
This hollow Bowen technique, which I've done.
Yeah.
Which I found fantastic.
That's a new one to me, Bowen technique. I'll have to give that a go.
It's been an Australian invention, like the glycine, continual Q. But it's it was another one that you had.
Network spinal analysis, NSA, which is really good as well. That's really potent. It's a bit like it's like having chiropractics, but without the physical manipulation.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of less intrusive, but a bit like you were saying with the Bowen technique, the practitioner does their stuff, and it's kind of like magic. You just feel, oh, that felt nice, and then over a few days you start to feel. Put it this way, I mean, I had bad injury when I was 21. I used to play football and tennis, and I got the wrong diagnosis, the wrong recovery, and cut long story short, I never really recovered from the injury.
Yeah.
And so I stopped running, and it was an ankle injury, and it knocked my gait, knocked my balance off.
Yeah.
But with this method, with the network spinal analysis, I'm feeling bit by bit that my body's getting more calibrated, more balanced, and I've only been doing it a couple of months, but I can feel that I'm making progress on it, and I feel now I've got confidence that my body can get back to where it should be.
Well, isn't it this, it's like homeopathic stuff. It's sort of letting the body let itself recover.
Yes.
It's the innate wisdom that the body has.
That's it, yeah.
And it's almost, sometimes you need to boost it a little bit with some frequencies or whatever, but it's the body's incredibly smart. And so it's enabling it to do its job, really. And whether that's sleep, I mean, sleep is crucial, of course. Good nutrition, no more sugar for you, buddy.
I know.
I'm cutting me out.
I've got to get off of that. That's my. I'm pretty good, but that's my naughty. That's my.
Well, that's
naughty
what a lot of the bodybuilders and the health nuts and the biohackers, they go onto these various pills like metformin and things like that to balance their blood sugars. And so they never really get fat. There's one that's out now that all the people and the celebrities are doing in California. I don't know what it's called now. I don't want to go near that stuff, but that's people, they're just taking this diabetic stuff. What's it called? But they're losing crazy weight. So all of a sudden you see these people going through overweight, and the next thing you know, 2 months later they're super skinny. But
really,
I don't know. It
seems a bit
pretty. You don't want to stand that sort of stuff too long, but it's all about the mitochondrial cells working at an optimal level, and the C60 and stuff like that, which I bang on about. Which is actually what you got. Shungite.
I've got shungite.
I couldn't believe
and orgonite. Yeah, so this is a great product. Some of my audience will know about it, but it's shungite and orgonite, which is at the foundation of the products you're talking about. But we've also got sleep-in pods. So a bigger version of this, you just put it in your bed and it helps you sleep deeper.
What is it? That's got shungite in it?
Yeah, it's got shungite in it. So it's there, and it's eternal. It doesn't need, it doesn't run out. It's there. It's like a kind of magic stone almost.
Yeah.
You can get one for your garden packs. You can get charging plates. So I've got one in my fridge, and I did a video last week about it. But I bought some blueberries about a month ago now. Mm-hmm. Usually when I buy blueberries, they go off within a week if I haven't eaten them. Yeah. And I've forgotten about them. I bought 3 packs. They're all reduced. And they're better than they were when I bought them. They're still fresh.
What, you put it under the pod thing?
Yeah, so it's a large plate. It's a large one of these. It's a charging plate. It's in the fridge, and it's preserved the blueberries. They were reduced on the 24th of September. Today's the 30th of October, so it's almost 5 weeks old.
No,
and they're fresher than when I bought them. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There's something there. There you go. There's some great stuff out there, isn't there? That, well, is the stuff that I actually have to take internally. So if that's doing it with blueberries,
we need to get, yeah.
it's doing it to my little blueberries as well. Called cells. I know what you're thinking.
That's what she said. Your little blueberries.
But, yeah, that's a C60
so tell us about that. Yeah, because I need to get on that and get that out to the audience. Tell us about that.
C60 is a technology. It's
that's the fullerene.
It's fullerenes.
Yeah, that's what's in this.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
So you got shungite, which creates the fullerenes, and the fullerene is a 60-sided molecule, and the molecule itself is like a football, like a hollow football ground. Football.
Yeah.
And what they're doing now in the farmers and the natural health, and because it's got 60 sides. The atoms go around the molecule. I'm not a scientist, so for you laughing there, go, that doesn't work that way, Cash. Okay, bear with me. But basically, it's got its own, almost like an energy port. So it bounces around. Yeah. The energy bounces around the molecule, and it creates its own energy. Okay. Now, what they're doing is they're blending products inside that, and it goes to you, because it's like an energy thing. It goes around to parts of your body that need healing.
Right.
And goes on it. So imagine a glowing ball.
Yes.
And there's some conjecture whether Einstein called it the God molecule. I don't know if he actually did, but he said, because they saw it in the microscope and it was glowing. He said, this is the God molecule. It goes around, heals. So I could jump onto something that's wrong. Yeah. I won't say the C word, but you get the picture. And it will go and it'll release, go on there with its energy and release what's blended in the molecule, and release it into the illness or whatever it happens to be, or the injury. Yeah. And start healing it. So it releases whatever's blended in there, and then if you blend it with really good organic healthy stuff. Yes. Funny enough, my understanding is that when they start putting chemicals in there, it doesn't blend. So it's like, no, that's not natural. And it sort of almost kills it off. So it likes to just be independent on its own, not mixed with anything else. Yeah, anything that's organic or healthy. Okay. So it's another interesting. So what's the name of that again? Well, it's called C60, carbon 60, and you can see it on the. That's another thing I'm working on for my products, but there's different strengths and things like that. You've got to be careful of that, but watch this space, and I'll get the. We'll do some more. I'll get the best stuff. Available for you, Tom. You'll be out there. That'd be great, buddy. You'll be running on centre court before you know it. Mate, that would be fantastic. I've naked, been stripping, not stripping naked like they did in the 1996 final. Did you see that photo of the girl? The blonde girl. The blonde girl. How do you know she was blonde? I've got an image of it in my head. She ran across the court, didn't she? She ran across the court when she was blonde. Mel Washington and Richard Krajicek were playing. Somebody sent me the photo. It was really funny. So there are two guys in the net like this, sort of posing for a Wimbledon photo, and there's a girl, and there's obviously the photographer's behind. There's a girl running like this, naked. And one guy's looking up that high, another guy's looking down. They both got smiles on their faces. She was. Was she promoting coconut oil? I don't know what she was doing. Peach Melba. Anyway. No. But yeah, she was blonde, I remember. But I don't want you doing that, okay? No, I won't be doing that. I'll just get to my optimum. That'd be awesome. I'd love that, because I want to get playing football again, playing tennis again. I've still got my Donné racket. I showed you when we did our first show. My Agassi Donné racket still works. It's still there. Yeah, they're great rackets. And I'm swinging around now indoors and out in the garden. But my body's telling me, so it's great that you said that would get you out on centre court. Well, there you go. That looks like good centre court there, isn't it? There you go. Bit of grass there. There we go. These are all my houses here. This is the plantation. This is the estate. I wish. But mate, we'll get you fit. Okay. And, definitely. Yeah, we'll look after you. And thanks for having a chat with me today. Thanks, buddy. We'll keep up with the technologies and keep get us all fighting fit. Definitely, man. And I'm off to go and watch Terminator tonight. Oh yeah. And I've said to Pat, because his favourite, one of them is Inception. Yes. Yeah. And Inception's one of my favourites. But when they show that again, we'll go and watch it, man. Oh, I love that. It's a great film. Yeah. To me, that tells the what's really going on. Yeah, dreams within dreams. Dreams within dreams. How many levels down or up do you think we are? David Icke was talking about that just recently. Was he? Yeah. In his last chat, interesting chat. So I like to listen to everybody and make up my own mind, but he was saying exactly that. He says the dream within the dream. He says it's a matrix type of thing, and
yes,
we don't know. But anyway, it's interesting.
Did you see the Daily Star? So
no.
Well, you're age 50.
I don't read the newspapers.
Well, I don't read them.
That's not because I can't read.
No, and they changed it. The element of the streaker's no longer in there. They stopped that a long time ago. But the Daily Star, for me, and the other papers, but particularly Daily Star. Star is 58. Your age 58. But Daily Star gives codes. So talking about the Matrix, about 2 weeks ago, they had on the front page of the Daily Star, and it was the Matrix. It had Neo, and it said, scientists say, or boffins say, that the Matrix could be real.
Oh, well,
and they're telling us
something's real. But I'm not sure if it's that, but
something's going on.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Going on.
Lucky we got you, mate, to decipher it all.
And you know what? So we'll close off with this. So when I mentioned this in the first show, but when you won Wimbledon, it was at 2 hours 45 minutes.
Right.
That was the length of the game. Thomas Sidney Bushnell in numbers 2:45.
There you go.
And we physically met at 3:10 this afternoon in person. 3:10 is Energy Enhancement System 3:10. And the election next year, the one of all time, next year on a leap year.
Oh, that over there, the US.
The US
election.
one on November 5th. It's on the 310th day of the year.
I don't think that's going to happen. The election. There's something going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. What?
Watch
if something hasn't happened already.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah, of course not.
Something's going to happen.
But anyway,
watch this space. Pat, it's been a pleasure, buddy. We'll do the next one soon.
And I welcome you to my garden, and he's hungry live.
Here you go. This is the Magic Garden. Magic Garden.
Barbecue right there, mate.
Yeah.
Bunch of wild Aussies.
And this is sad, but I'll mention it just before we go. But Chandler Bing, Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
So he.
Good tennis player, actually. Loves his
Was
tennis.
he? Did you meet him? Did you know him?
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, not really, just briefly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to hang out at the US Open quite a bit.
Yeah. Did he? Mm. So it's sad that he's passed on. We think he might know something though, because on his last tweet on Twitter, he says favourite film was Back to the Future. Then he says Batman. And he did that on October 26th. I think the day before he passed, October 26th is the first date of time travel in Back to the Future. So maybe Matthew knows something, and maybe we'll be able to find out at some point.
Maybe he's gone back to the future, or he's just gone back home. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Anyway. Yeah, good luck, Matt. Cheers, Pat.
Cheers, mate.
See you, everyone. We'll put the links below and watch this space. Cheers. Bye.